G'day everyone, Scott from the Scale Model Supply here. We're fast approaching our 7th anniversary in a few weeks' time, so I thought I'd do a quick video just to discuss the history of SMS, how we come about, what we've been able to achieve, and most importantly, what's in store for us for the future. So, a bit of backstory. If you don't know already, that I'm a scale modeler myself. I'm a hobbyist. I picked up the hobby seriously back in 2005, so it's been about 18 years now that I've seriously done it. Before that, I dabbled a little bit when I was a kid, as most people do, but returned to it as an adult. And when I started doing modelling, I started with Gundam. Gundam really piqued my interest because at the time I was watching a lot of anime, including the Mobile Suit Gundam animes, so I wanted to build a model based on those. So I picked that up as a hobby, just for a bit of fun, and it turned into something a bit more serious. So I ended up going around to lots of different shows around the country, taking my models to all these shows, and quickly sort of got a reputation for being a semi-decent modeler of sci-fi and Gundam subjects. It wasn't long after that I branched out and tried different things and moved into other subjects such as dinosaurs, which if anyone follows what I do, then you'll know that I love my dinosaurs, and also into military and cars and aircraft and figures and just about anything and everything that was a model. I'm quite happy and prepared to actually give it a crack and see if I can actually do a semi-decent model. And in that time, as I said, I went to a lot of shows. I've won lots of different trophies for all my models across multiple shows across Australia. I was a founding member of Gunpla Builders Australia, one of the largest Facebook group / forums in Australia dedicated to Gunpla modelling. I'm no longer involved in that, unfortunately, because of to work commitments. I had to move on and let that go to other people to run. I was heavily involved in a competition called the Gunpla Builders World Cup, which was it's still operational now. It is a dedicated competition for Gundam run by Bandai. We had the Australian leg, and in 2013 I actually won that one and got to travel to Japan with my model and into the world finals for the Gunpla Builders World Cup in Tokyo, Japan that year. Outside of that, I've also done lots of, I used to have a YouTube channel with lots of different tutorials, which is well out of date now. I really need to redo that at some stage. I've written lots of books and articles and magazines. I used to write semi-regularly for Model Art Magazine Australia. I'm currently writing regularly monthly for Phoenix Scale Modelling in the UK. I've written my own books, done lots of videos. So I've done lots of stuff as a modeler. So from that, I wanted to sort of turn my hobby into a business, because at the time I was personally running a gardening landscaping business, and I needed to change track. That's not a business you can do long term. It's very physical. It wears your body down. And as much as I love being outside, working outside, after 11 years of it, it really takes your toll on your body. So around 2016, it was the end of 2015, I had this sort of brain fart, if you would, to start a modelling consumables company. So I started sniffing around and looking to see what was on the market, what sort of products in Australia were needed, and settled on an airbrush ready acrylic lacquer paint. So after finding these material suppliers locally, we could then start on our first proof of concept, our prototypes. So in April of 2016, we went ahead and released our first wave of test paints. So we took these around to a few of our friends and a few of different modelling clubs just to give them a run through, and we got a bit of feedback from that, and from that we adjusted the formula to improve them even better. In that month leading up to our release in June 2016, we worked absolutely hard to get the first batch running, getting it perfected as best as possible, and then we could release it to the market. So on June the 3rd, 2016, our range launched officially in Andrew's Hobbies in Melbourne, the first retailer to take us on board. And then soon after that, Hobbyco in Sydney took a small selection of our range as well. We started with 10 colours. Would you believe 10 colours? And from there, we've been able to grow month on month for the last 7 years to now have well in excess of 400 colours available, and there are a ton more on the way. As time had gone on, we've continuously gotten feedback from customers and adjusted things as needed. Our formulas have changed about 7 or 8 times now in some cases, not in all colours, but some colours. Most colours has been 3 to 4 different variations of formula. I know there are 2 or 3 colours there that we've changed about 8 times now, just so we can get a better, smoother, more consistent paint for everyone to use. So in the last 7 years since we started the company, I started it myself personally. We were running out of our garage at home. It was actually started in my modelling space at home, which was a separate to our house. That was where the first batches were made. Around March 2020, as everyone knows, the world went crazy with COVID outbreaks everywhere. Everyone got locked down and everyone picked up a new hobby. Thankfully for us, COVID was a horrible thing for a lot of people, but in some portions of the world, in some industries, in some parts of the economy, it was very beneficial. It was for the hobbyists, for the hobby stores, for the hobby industry in general. It was very, very, very good. In that sense, I can't really, because COVID was not good, but it is what it is. So from there, we expanded rapidly. I was able to give up their main business of gardening, and I could move into doing SMS full time, because up to that point, I was doing one business during the day and this business during the night. So we could finally do this full time. And come a few months after COVID, my wife lost her job, so then myself and my wife are working together, doing the products and packing orders and doing all that in a small little space in our garage at home. And unfortunately, it got a little bit too cramped. So we ended up leasing the place we're in now, which we've been in now since end of October 2020. So in that time, we've been able to keep expanding. We've got rows upon rows upon rows of stock, as you can see behind me, and we've been able to bring out more products, new tools, new accessories, a lot more paint, a lot more colours, a lot more ranges. We now have 3 separate dedicated ranges. Our airbrush ready premium range, our concentrated acrylic lacquers called Advanced, and our water-based paints called Infinite Colour. So then as time went on in our factory here, we become busier and busier and busier. We had to look about getting more people on board to help us out, so we turned to our families. And first off, my sister-in-law was my wife's sister. She came to work with us for a while, and then her son, and then after that my sister came to work for us for a little while. So in the last couple of years it's been myself, my wife, and our 3 people helping out. as of the end of last year, it's back down to us two. So at the moment, SMS is just run by myself and my lovely wife Katrina. Now look, this is not all bells and whistles and flowers and all sorts of lovely stuff that goes on here at the factory. It's actually quite a intense job to do sometimes. Very tiring, very exhausting, especially when it's just myself and my wife running it now. My wife works school hours because we work around our son who's in primary school at the moment. So she'll come in, and after she's dropped him off at school, leaves to go pick him up from school. I personally work 7 days a week, across every day of the week. Weekdays I'm working 6 till 6. Weekends I'm working mid-morning to dinner time. On the Saturdays and Sundays, and it can be very tiring and exhausting because I work these long hours, and I love what I do. I love seeing what everyone does with our paints. I love seeing all the projects you guys do. Seeing all the nice comments and just seeing what all you guys can produce with models, just with our paints, is worth it in the long run. I really love seeing what everyone does. And look, some days it does get very emotional and very tiring because SMS is me. It's my idea, my brainchild. It's an extension of me as a person and as me as a modeler. So when I see people just being outright nasty towards myself and my brand because of me saying no to them, it does take its toll on me, which is why we've had to make a few decisions for the future of the business. We have to decide what we want to do, because in reality we're out of space here. I don't know where we're going to fit stuff anymore. So we've had to come to the decision. We had to make a very hard and emotional decision of what we need to do with the company. So unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye to all this, because
we've just built our new factory.
So yeah, this is our brand new factory. It's been 14 months in the making. It's been an absolutely crazy emotional roller coaster ride to get to this point. We've literally run out of space where we are. We've got no room for any more products to go into storage. So we needed to do this to keep expanding, so we can keep making all you guys the products that you enjoy. I just really want to thank everyone again, all you guys and girls that use our products. You guys mean the world to us. Because without you and your support and your love for SMS as a brand and us as a company, we wouldn't be able to do this. But doing this is a very, very scary thing for us. We're taking a very big risk, but as I said, we believe it's the risk we need to take to ensure the long-term longevity of the SMS brand in Australia and across the world, including New Zealand, Singapore, the US and the UK, and hopefully in the years to come we can expand to other territories that are showing interest in us at the moment. So thank you all once again for all your support over the years. This is a huge step for us. As I said, we're a bit scared about this one because we've had to put our house on the line for it. So as I said, we're confident that it's going to work out well, and we really do hope this is beneficial for all our customers out there, because we'll be able to, as I said, make stuff a lot faster and have a lot more stock on hand, so you'll be able to get your favourite SMS products in your hands a lot faster than ever before. So thank thank you all again for watching, and thank you all again for your support. And we'll see you in a few weeks at the Australian Model Expo if you're coming down to see us there. So catch you next time.